within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
On first down, it's Little, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throw left side complete. That's Little. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with the toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds. Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. First possession of the second half now for Washington. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Williams on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Washington. A big play there. 88 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
Now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And a 2-point try will be unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
As he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PAT. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On first, they'll throw with Elway. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jackson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Right back to him on first down. Nifty move. Fights through, and now a crease. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Second and 12. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Able to slither by. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it with Elway. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are on the board here in the Super Bowl.
And as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Williams now looking to throw on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. You know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. From the shotgun, Elway. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. And this one complete to Reed. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
4 yards remain for second down. Back to throw. Williams. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Williams on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Show a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Here's a give to Smith. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, no, he lost the football. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 42 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
An extra point forthcoming. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Here's Elway. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
The Broncos on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's got his man Sharp, complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on your side.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Elway looking to pass again. He finds his man, complete. That's Little. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Huge play there for Denver. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now a handoff here to his running back.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Smith as he'll try to run some clock. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it again with Smith. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And that's complete to Sanders. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they will take a knee here.
Second and 11 now.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout.
And the kings of the Super Bowl are the Washington football team. They win it, and they will once again possess the Lombardi Trophy.
And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.